Hey there, Scott Montgomery, the Landscape Networker, coming to you with some tips and inspiration. It's likely you've been searching on how to repoint masonry. Specifically today, we are repointing a set of steps that are brick with some old mortar that is all cracked and broken. And in situations like this, sometimes you get into the process, and what happens is sometimes it falls apart, and if it's brick or bluestone, whatever the case is, you may have to start repairing it as you go. So just keep in mind that as you get into a project like this, if you're a do-it-yourselfer or if you're a contractor trying to learn how to do this, this is always a variable that you have to consider. All right, real quick, I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing here. We're actually using right here, we are using a diamond blade. Okay, and what we're actually doing, you can see if I come in here, you can see the blade is actually cutting right through the mortar, the old mortar, okay? And what happens is we come in here with masonry chisels and everything gets chipped out. So it's an extremely labor intense and it's very, very dusty. So make sure you have the proper eye protection, number one. Number two, make sure you have a dust mask and any protection that you may need to get the job done. So you can see this is the first stage of it. It's a very long process in terms of taking, tremendous amount of time to do this and do it right. So once all this is all chipped out of here, the next process will be coming in and remortaring the joints. And like I said, you could see as you cut some of this stuff, some of this brick may come out. Okay, you may have to replace some brick. And we're going to show you in the next segment the set of steps that we are currently fixing in the front of the house, what has happened. All right, segment 2, Landscape Network, are coming to you. Now this particular set of steps you saw in the previous segment, we were actually cutting all the joints. The first step to repointing masonry. Right here, this set of steps right now that we're on, I'm actually just going to take a little seat right here, right on top of it. You can see all the joints have been cut out, have been chiseled out. They're nice and smooth. All right, now what happened here is you're going to notice on this particular step right here, right, as we started to take the old mortar out, some of the brick broke, some of it was loose and already had fractures in it, so we had to literally take some of it out. Let's pan in a little bit closer here. You can see this whole top step right here had to be redone. And it's done right, okay? You don't want to do this in such a manner where you're cutting corners, because you want these steps to last. I mean, these were built probably 30 years ago or so, and you can see the top has already been remortared and repointed. All right, so a couple tips to take out of this: just always be prepared. All right, when you're going to repoint steps. Get brick ahead of time, okay? It can't hurt, because, if you get into a situation and the brick breaks, or, you're stuck here with an area that, you can't finish because you don't have the brick here and you have to go out and get it, just be prepared and know that this might happen. Okay, a couple other things to notice. Again, you have to have a mask while doing this. You have to have the proper eye protection. And, it's critical that you have a large level like this, so as you're moving, you're coming across your level. You have to have the proper trowels, the proper masonry chisels. All right, so with that said, I hope you got some good tips and inspiration out of this. If you need a mason, 973-476-4863. If you have some bluestone or brick that's old and worn out, all right, and you're in the New Jersey area, give us a call. This is what we do. All right, hopefully you got some good tips and inspiration out of this. Again, here's the process. Number one, you cut out all the joints with a diamond blade saw. Number two, you chisel all the cuts out, okay? After that, you get your mix, your mortar mix, and you come in and you do your thing. So it's kind of like an artistry, and it's really cool. It's a specialized art, in my opinion. And if you really don't know what you're doing, I would suggest you hire a professional. All right, with that said, the Landscape Networker, find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Google me, Landscape Networker, for all your inspiration and needs. Thank you and have a great day.